Imagine one day you wake up in an unfamiliar room. The room is a bunker with a boarded up door and a locked latch up a ladder. A voice on a radio tells you to send 4-letter codes on different frequencies. It also tells you not to trust anything you hear from outside the room. You hear things from the other side of the latch. Voices. What do you do? Who do you trust? The voices from beyond or the voices from inside? Before I continue, I should warn you that there will be spoilers in this video. If any of that was interesting to you, please play this game. It's a 30-minute free indie horror game on itch.io. The game is called Station 59, and the link is in the description. The game's message only works if you go in blind. That being said, I'll try my best to emulate the experience in this video. The voice on the radio encourages you to send 4-letter codes to unknown recipients. As you continue to send these codes, voices from beyond the latch begin to encourage you to open up. But, in spite of the warnings, the voices from beyond don't seem to be malicious. They seem to be from family, wanting only to see you again and save you from your isolation. But how do you know you can trust them? It might be a malevolent force, trying to seem sympathetic. You don't know. All you can remember is what happened since you woke up today. The alternative is to stay in the room, stay in the familiar. It's monotonous, but it's safe. You don't know what's out there, but you know what's in here. The radio and the codes. Everything around you is telling you to lock up. Keep doing your tasks. Even you. Now, what is this game about? To me, this game is a window into what it's like being someone with a mental illness. I don't know enough to say which mental illness, but I know enough to say that there are people out there in which this is their normal. This game is the window through which we can peek at their experience, but if only for 30 minutes. I would love to know more about the developer's inspiration for the game and why they made it. It seems like a very personal story. Every day you wake up and lock up. People try to reach out to help, but you don't know their intentions, which makes you lock up more. So the cycle continues for days, weeks, months. But at the same time, some part of you knows that you're hurting. Some of the codes that you send in the game imply that the main character is aware of their situation, even if only subconsciously. So they send desperate cries for help through the radio and through the codes. But in another light, these codes could be justified. Maybe the world is an apocalyptic landscape which has been taken over by demons or aliens. You don't know. All you know is that up there is danger and down here is safety. And then a shakeup. A chance earthquake slightly opens the hatch. A chance to choose. Turn the radio back on and continue sending codes, or leave the bunker and see the outside world. This final choice is more than a dialogue wheel in a video game. The choice is you choosing the meaning of the game. The game has no ending cutscene, because it really doesn't matter what happens after. Just this. If you choose to leave the bunker, the main character was wrong to lock up, and is only hurting themselves by remaining so. The fear was only in their head. There are people out there trying to help them, but they push those people away. But, in putting your trust in people, one can change. For better or for worse. Or, if you choose to turn the radio on, the main character was right. The world has ended. Odd creatures inhabit it now, taking on friendly and familiar voices, using them to manipulate us. Whether they be hungry beasts in wait, or malevolent forces conniving, we don't know. We don't want to know. It's best to continue with what we know, in safety, until further instruction, however long we have to wait. You decide.